Alright, so we're pretty squared away. So I just installed the Metro rack. That is a 5-tier, pretty much shelf to hold all the tackle boxes and extra gear. And then I have the small 3-tier over here, a little black metal case we're gonna be doing. Trying to get creative with how I wanna mount my rods. Welcome back to the Bachelor Gear channel, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in again. And obviously, I'm here in my room, and this is about to be the tackle room slash fishing room slash everything else cool guy man stuff room. The pup's hanging out. So essentially what I've got is I cleared out this whole side of the wall and finished and taking out a couple brackets. And I've got a couple just 1x1s, and we're gonna mount a pegboard up here like I've had in pretty much every house I've lived in growing up. My dad has always built these pegboard setups for me like this right here. I was lucky enough to get this actually at work. Big 3x4 pegboard, and you just put hooks in here and I can hang extra baits that are sitting around, stuff that I don't exactly have going in. Dang it, Sakoshi bug just buried in my finger. Stuff that I don't have a spot for right now, or extra, extra tackle, extra terminal tackle I want to hang up. So I'm gonna put that right here on the wall. Took the Florida flag down. We'll relocate that, but figured I'd show you all around. Figure you'd at least be interested in a little bit of what I'm doing outside of fishing, right? Huh? Show everybody that underbite. Yeah, good boy. So yeah, blank canvas here. Let's get started. Got my power tools. Bust these suckers out, and a couple different bits. Gotta make sure it works. Typical style. Now the one thing I don't have is a level, so we're gonna put this all by eye. Jesus, thing's everything it looks. Criminy. Looks pretty straight to me. What do y'all reckon? So I'm just gonna trace the outside of this wall. Yeesh. Alright, so I traced out essentially the outside of this pegboard. That's where I'm gonna put my boards, which are gonna act as my mounts to get the board up on the wall. We're not shooting for HGTV and Get on Better Homes and Garden here. We're gonna be hanging fishing lures off of it. Now these are gonna be our mounts for our board, so we're just gonna follow that line straight like an arrow. Can't ask for anything better. And so the first thing we'll do with these, get the old trusty drill out, and we're gonna pre-drill a couple holes before I put the wall anchors in, and then I will pretty much trace those holes with the anchors in. Alright, so let's hook you up with another awful angle. And one more here at the end, which is already one pre-drilled. Cutting wood in here and drilling wood's like a natural air freshener. Don't go buying air fresheners when you can just build crap in your freaking house. Alright, so the first thing I did, spread it out here, and I'm marking my holes along the pegboard and the wooden mounts. Alright, so I skipped all the Bob the Builder BS, so we could just get straight to it. But it is now mounted. Again, just did the 1x's, drilled them into the wall with some anchors, and then just screwed the actual board into the wood frame here. She's pretty dang level for having no level. I kind of went with this line up here, kind of visually, but it came out good, even if it's a little bit off, whatever. I'm gonna have to bring a level from work one day and see how close I am. Now the fun part begins. We can get some hooks. So you out to the shade, get some hooks, put them up, and we'll see how this baby looks at the end. I would like a top piece, because this is more flexible than I wanted it to be, if you can kind of see. Literally been a free project with screws, wood, and pegboard laying around, so. Alright, so these are kind of the hooks I was talking about. And you literally find these at Walmart, Ace Hardware, Harbor Freight, any like hardware stores. We will just take these little bad boys and put them right on in there. So it's actually, once it gets some weight on it, I think it'll kind of take away this flex, which would be good, but the hook's on there. I mean, I'm pulling it pretty good and there's no movement out of the braces, so you'll see me featured on the next episode of HGTV. Clean up the old tools a little bit, put our power tools up. Damn, no power tools. All right, it's one empty box down. Let's mount our Alabama rigs. Coming along. So there's your little look. We're pretty much set up. Metro racks are in. I call them Metro racks, but they're just metal racks, and then the wall, which comes in completely clutch for any leftover stuff. Obviously, I'm gonna fill this entire 4-foot wide board with stuff. Plenty more things to organize and go through. Gotta go through all these bins and figure out what's gonna be stored in the boat and what I'm gonna decide to put up on the wall, just so I have visual of it, so I know what I'm working with half the time. Fishing store, we're up for business. Built it in the old house. Babe, come look.
Ooh, cool. It's a neat organizer thing, but
Yeah.
very cool, baby.
I have them in all my garages. Thank you.
Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording. So, Peconos.
Say hi, mamas. You stink.
Working all day will do that to you. Alright, well, I think that'll just about do it for this video. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and stick around for more awesome videos here on the channel. If you have any questions on basic carpentry stuff, like how you can build something like this in your room before you go and nag your dad or your brother, grandpa, uncle, whatever it might be, I can hook you up with some tips, real basic stuff. You can either go with the plastic anchors I went, or you can get these at the hardware store. They're called Zip-Its. Really only putting probably about 10 to 15 pounds worth of plastics and baits up here on this wall, so you know the 3 screws and the plastic anchors will be plenty sufficient. Fortunate enough that we had these things laying around at work getting thrown out, so I was able to snag them. Cut a couple extra pieces of 1x I had laying around as firewood. I was going to burn it and found a use for them and had the screws. So I'm going to quit blathering, get this video edited and uploaded to you guys. So until next video, get out there, stay safe, and we'll see you guys out there on the water. Whoosh.